All right, everybody. This time we are diving into part two of the real estate funnel. This is for real estate client generation. So, this is for if you're an agency, all right, and you are looking to generate leads for a broker or a realtor. Okay, this is how you can acquire them with this funnel. Okay, so we are going to first, just so you can see here, we got our share code. We're going to click, open it up. Have that one-click install done, which is super convenient for us. Gonna open up our funnel building checklist and skip on down to the funnel build part. So this one is for lead generation purposes. We're gonna view the funnel. Okay, it's a super simple kind of deal, but very lucrative to implement. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the landing page. So here we go. Real estate agents. Get notified immediately of new buyers and sellers in your area. Yes, I want to be notified of interested buyers and sellers of a property in such and such area. All right. So pretty similar to the kind of angle that we're going with the real estate leads. If you've watched that video of letting people know about when homes are on the market, well, the same kind of thing. Realtors want to know when people are looking for leads. Okay. So the layout, if we're looking at our funnel building checklist, are as normal, our sections, rows, elements, our framework is already done for us with the convenient one-click install funnel build. Our copy and media is pretty much done. You just want to kind of tweak this, so sellers in, if I might say, New Orleans. All right. I want to know of interested buyers and sellers in property in New Orleans. And if you wanted to, if New Orleans was too big or too broad, if you live in a big city like that, I would niche down to a specific hot area that you want to dominate. Let's say that there's, a neighborhood where the average home price is, 500, 750,000. Then maybe I want to target just that neighborhood and get my lead flow strictly from that higher price, offers where each home is worth, tens of $1,000s to me once they close. Okay. So different things like that. All right. So you ideally, as a clientele, the best kind of realtors or brokers to hit are the ones that are doing business with those above average home prices or luxury real estate, stuff like that, because your fee becomes pennies compared to what they're able to generate by just turning a few contracts, uh, throughout the year using these different services. Okay. And it positions them as a super rock star. So very, very lucrative for everybody involved. So our back on track here, we got our layout we're happy with. Now we want to do our quick integrations. Already got most of these done. Okay, so that looks good. General affiliate, we're going to hide our badge. We're going to show, we are going to show this in the search engines. Save that. Mobile versus desktop. This is already pretty, gotta hit preview. Stacks pretty well. All right, in the background here, I just uploaded, this is an actual property that one of my realtors closed. It's a really beautiful piece of property in the area that we are talking about, so that whenever they're on the phone or we're on the phone, I can tell them the story about like, hey, yeah, that home, and I might even lessen some of this so they can kind of get a feel for the whole home and background kind of thing. But I can tell them the story about that home and how much it sold for and how we did it and stuff like that. So it's just a good conversational type thing, good for your email follow-up. You can weave that story into it. Talking about email follow-up, we'll go to integrations, select the appropriate funnel or list to add them to. Okay. Legal stuff, make sure you put all of your real estate, make sure you just consult your local, broker or agent or whoever it is to make sure that you're staying compliant with all the real estate rules. Okay. Again, this isn't really selling real estate. This is generating interest from realtors. So, I think you can get away with just doing, I just do the privacy policy for Facebook, kind of thing, because we're not actually selling any kind of real estate type deal. Okay. it looks and design, autoresponder, we got that. Facebook pixel tracking, we're going to go to settings, make sure our head tracking, we would copy and paste our Facebook pixel inside of this, and it goes across all pages. And then just review our overall page for the grunt test of what are we offering, how will it make their life better, and what do I need to do to get it. So what we're offering is, to get notified immediately of new buyers and sellers. They want to be, so the benefit there is being notified, interested, buyers and sellers, and then how to get it, simply fill out the form. So we're straightforward there. So let's jump into step 2, which is going to be the survey part, okay? Or this is actually going to be a little bit of an explainer for them, okay? This is a ClickFunnels survey, so you can see the differences and decide for yourself if you want to do this or use Wufoo, different options. If we hit settings here, we'll hit edit survey options. It's a simple 2-step process. When I click on here, what are you most interested in? Buyers, sellers, both. Most people are going to say both. They all go to the same spot. You could skip and do different things if you wanted to, depending on the questions that you want. And again, since this is like an internal, these survey questions are for myself. That's why I kind of don't mind using ClickFunnels, because it's easy for me to get to the data. But for me to get this data, to the different clients is a little bit harder, a little more tedious, and that's why it's better off just using Wufoo or Typeform for that. So the second question is, how many new inquiries would you ideally like each week? So these are like, how many leads would they want each week? So less than 10, 10 to 50, or over 50 each week. This will give you, just setting expectations to see what they want. And as you know, this is when you're going to be prepping and setting them up to say, hey, it's just a matter of doing the numbers. If you want 50 leads a week, and what are you willing to pay per lead? And that they say, let's say $10 a lead. Well, you spend $500 a week, you're going to get 50 leads a week. You're going to get, roughly 200, 250 leads a month. Of those 200, 250 leads a month, a certain percentage of them will be listing with you and will lead to sales. So what is that worth to you? Okay, that's how you're kind of setting them up for that kind of sales consultation here. So they're answering those questions. Okay, and this is already done for you if that's how you want it to have. And this says URL, getting to the next question in here. So if I hit preview, we'll show you. We want both, hit next, and then they pick which one they want there, and then analyzing, boom, okay, and then it finishes with a sales video where it tells them what it is that they're about to get. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at that next sales video process. All right, so we're just going to be jumping back into the SEO here. So survey quiz, you just say whatever you want, but quick survey. Get more leads. Simple as that. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something, just get away from that generic ClickFunnels type stuff. So let's look at just a little bit of some details here on the survey options. You can add different questions. So I just hit add questions, create multiple choice. You can type in, what's your favorite color? Type in red, blue, green. Okay, and that would just go to the next question. Or you could say in the survey, outcomes. So you got your default outcomes that you can say loading, then page redirect. This is when it says like analyzing your results. Gives it that short little pause before going to your next page. And you could have different outcomes based on your different questions, kind of things. Like let's say that you could get really customized, and so that everybody that answers 10, or 50 or whatever, you can have a video that speaks directly to that answer, saying like, hey, you're looking for 10 leads a week, that's 40 a month, paying, let's say, whatever value you want to put on those, and you could walk them through specifically what they want, or you could have one video that's generic enough that covers all of these bases. Okay. Right here, I'm going to want to slide this up. All right, because we have this one as our ending the answer, and I'm just using this as a placeholder to show you how that works. So if we were to come here, we're on step 2. We're going to go to this page. After they opted in, they say, tell us what you want, both, having inquiries, analyzing the results, and then boom, goes to the next page. But I just have to save it, because again, if you do not save it, it will not, it will become live in a second to do the actual color part with it, okay? But this is the next page. This is right here in the calendar where it's sending them to, as you can see. On this page, watch the short video to learn how you can get 100% automated, 100% hands-free buyer and seller leads straight to your inbox every day. So this isn't saying 100% free, all right? This is saying 100% automated, 100% hands-free, okay? Meaning that it's saving them time by using automation and technology, okay? And in this sales video, it's basically a short little pitch with your main outcome to get them to book a calendar call with you, okay? And on this video, you're basically explaining to them how you're able to get buyer and seller leads, and you kind of walk them through a little bit of your process. You don't want to tell them everything that you do, just enough to keep their interest. Really start speaking to them through the mind's eye of, hey, imagine being able to get daily, 2 to 3 leads a day into your email inbox, that you're able to constantly have a pipeline full of new clients, that you're able to start showing, listing, and everything, focusing on those hot buyers while your automation and tools helps generate interest, positions you as an authority, gives you influence for all that cold market type leads that really can waste a lot of your time, and not really give you much results, okay? Because cold people are harder to warm up. It's harder to close that deal. Whereas if you put your energy into only dealing with your personal time of hot buyers, it's a lot more better use of your time, wouldn't you agree? Like, what would that be worth to you, kind of thing? What would it be worth getting X amount of people inboxing you, okay? So as you can see, speak to the mind's eye. They're going to click to book a call. On this page, it's very straightforward. Our SEO stuff, again, you'll fix that. General, get your buttons fixed up, and then booking a call. As you can see here, I've set action. I just have just generically going to Calendly. So what that means, we'll show you the preview of what that looks like. Click here, and then you would put in your Calendly call schedule right here, okay? And it will go directly for them to book an actual time to speak with you. And in your video, I'd recommend you saying something like, hey, look, I'm not going to waste your time. I'd, just ask that you don't waste mine, only if you're really serious about moving forward, about really growing your real estate empire and your influence in your market. I'm happy to show you how I can do that for you, okay? So once you do that and they book the calendar call, they're going to be able to just have a simply like, yep, you're booked. And then I'd have a picture of yourself, maybe even a testimonial on this page would be even better too, talking about how like, wow, Tommy we were really struggling to, get stuff done. Our office wasn't really getting much work. And until Tommy came in and showed us how we could start automating our lead flow. Tommy's the one expense that our office has that makes us money, okay? Or something like that, compared to like power or stuff like that only takes money away from you. They're going to want to pay you because you actually put money in their pocket, all right? Different things like that. So this is a very lucrative sales funnel right here. That's the real estate client generation, and you can modify this for other type industries too. Just take a look at what we're doing here on this capture page, okay? We're highlighting that end desire that a realtor wants. They want notification of buyers and sellers in the area. If there's somebody that's looking to buy or sell a home, if you're a realtor, who wouldn't want to be on the first list of getting in front of that person that's looking to sell? Okay. If you have other industries that people are looking for, landscaping or roofing or different like service-based industries that, people typically ask friends about, stuff like that, then you can say, hey, what if we could get you on that front of the list if people want to do it? Well, then you lead them into, after they opt in, to talk about how what we do is we position your business in front of those people in a proactive sense. Like, we're not reactive. Reactive marketing is waiting for people to Google your name. We're proactive, and we go ahead and put you in front of the public and educate them on all the different reasons why they should do business with you, leading with value, and then they will be, coming to you whenever they're looking to get that next XYZ service done. All right, different things like that. You can position this. So don't think that this is only limited to real estate agents. You could modify this same strategy, okay, and just the strategy works. It just might use a different tactic for attracting the people to you. All right, that's this one. Let's jump on to the next.